What up, everybody? We are back again, episode 5. Can you believe it, Thacker? 5 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
We are balls deep in this bitch right now.
Hell yeah.
Hope everybody had a good week. I did. Work's going good. Loving my new job. How about you, Philip?
Things are going okay.
Same toilet, different turds.
Pretty much.
Everybody that watches and tunes in, we hope you are having a good week. Glad everybody is tuning in, giving us feedback. Today, we are talking about reverse racism in the United States of America. And I didn't even do any notes for this episode because my mind is full of shit.
Yeah. Right here you got the relief bill that they're gonna...
This here caught my attention. The night I saw this, I had to zip it on over to Thacker and say, this is what we got to talk about. This relief bill that has passed actually was part of the legislation that passed that gave everybody their stimulus money. Racism in the United. So it gave them their stimulus money, and a lot of people didn't even know this was attached to it. Which, what I always say, the politicians don't even read the bills, let alone the people out in the general public. So they're giving $5 billion to farmers of color to pay
minorities.
To pay off loans and whatnot due to systemic racism in the farming industry. I don't know. I don't know, man.
White people are excluded. White people can't. So hell, white people.
Yeah, there's a couple of states actually are suing to try to stop this from happening because it's discriminatory in itself. If you ask me, you can't have any money to help you because you're white, even though you never owned a slave, never done anything racist in your life, didn't inherit your farm because of slavery, or your ancestors didn't own slavery, but you know what? You're white and you grow corn instead of this guy over here. It's black and grows corn, but we're going to pay his bills off.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine if that was reversed?
Yeah.
Which, Texas is suing.
Yeah, there's a couple of states suing. I can't remember exactly who they are. I just read that. I thought 3 so far.
I can't. I know Texas did, but the problem is, I think Stephen Miller created. He was Trump's senior advisor on the policy and director of speech writing.
Yeah.
He created a organization called the AFL.
Yeah.
American First Legal, and it's a bunch of conservative lawyers, and it's supposed to be like the response to the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, that always sued Trump for violating civil rights. And he's talking about that's the new civil rights. He's fighting for civil rights, and he's got like several of the critical race theory suing, and over that he's suing.
Yeah, it's just in this country anymore. It's just, to me, from my eyes, open season on white people, like Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, I know. Said she wasn't going to answer.
Yeah, says she will only take questions on press conferences from reporters of color from now on.
Yeah, I know.
Like, okay.
I could imagine if
Trump said he was only going to take questions from white people.
Yeah, no, half the country to burn to the ground.
Yeah, well, it did half the country burn to the ground.
Yeah, I know, baby. It'll be way more than. And that's a problem.
It's the problem anymore, man, is people are just getting too butthurt over everything. Everything. I watched.
If you're white, you're screwed on everything.
I was telling Thacker earlier, before we went live, I said, watched Chris Rock comedy special from like 2001 or 2002, and he hit it right on the nail. Hit the nail right on the head, and he said, you wouldn't be able to do that kind of comedy anymore because people were too sensitive about everything.
Hell no. They got everybody freaking out. They
Yeah.
would. They're like, "Gotta tell that joke."
Yeah, comedians can't tell jokes. Television shows get canceled for making the wrong joke. Movies bomb because they offend the wrong person, and
that's where they should just come out and just fucking do the comedy anyways. It should be like, yeah, I don't like it, don't watch it, and come out even more.
It's like we told everybody when we started this show. We was going to do this show because we'll say shit that a lot of people think they just don't have the balls to say.
Pretty much.
Out in general public. So we'll take that heat.
It's like, right now you got people scared to, you can't really, which I understand a lot of people won't come out and say, okay, we need to take up for white people because all of a sudden you'll lose your damn job and all. But it comes a point in your time, like, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And frankly, I don't want my kid, when she grows up, to not be able to say what she wants, or she'll have to apologize for being white, or my grandkids, imagine how bad it'd be then.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to stand up and fight and say something, march, do something.
It's like Upchurch said in one of his videos that he posted where he was talking. Morgan Wallen, the country singer, said the N-word.
Yeah, I know. He said it to his friend, joking.
Yeah, so I don't know the whole scenario.
I watched the video.
He was on video and he said it, but like
they was drinking and he came out. He said it,
and then the Upchurch he nailed it. He said, then all the country singers in Nashville were running to post their videos apologizing. Why? You didn't say it.
Yeah, I know.
So quick to
Luke
say,
Combs.
I'm not a racist. Luke Combs even went as far as sending a cease and desist letter to Upchurch
Yeah, I know.
to have his name removed from the title of Can I Get an Outlaw?
Yeah, and the whole damn song is about that shit.
It's about having balls and not being scared of what people think. But he's scared
the
to
song,
death.
where's all the outlaws gone? The goddamn song come out being about him instead of for him.
It's like,
And he had to apologize to the one that made him famous.
yeah,
Like, okay, just pretend you didn't do that video. Where would you be today?
yeah. Where, like, for real,
Where
that
would you be?
video put him on the map.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be nowhere without that.
Showed that he could sing.
Because him and Upchurch both got an offer to
And
go major.
but they had to tone it down.
Yeah, and Upchurch said, fuck you,
And
I won't.
Upchurch said, fuck you, I'll stay independent. And Luke Combs went with the...
Which I don't blame him for doing it, but you don't got to go and apologize 5 years later for a video that made you
And
famous.
then why do all the other country singers have to come out and say, I'm sorry, I apologize? Why? You're not Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, I know.
Morgan Wallen, in my eyes, should be the only ones, if he feels sorry for it. If he doesn't feel sorry for it, then fuck it, don't say it.
Yeah, no.
Don't just say it because that's the accepted, what you're expected.
Yeah, no.
Just fucking, if you really feel sorry for it, apologize and move on. If you don't feel sorry for it, say fuck it, I stand behind what I said and go on with it. And
Yeah, no.
honestly,
You would have thought that he was out there in a Klan hood dragging a black
Burning a
dude down the
cross.
road.
Yeah,
and
like-
you watch the video and he's talking to his buddy. It's white.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, I don't understand the hypocrisy in this country. Everybody from the upper echelon of government right now down to the clerks at your local gas station is quick to show you how not racist
Yeah, I
they
know.
are.
Everybody gotta go the other way to prove they're not racist.
Yeah. How about you just don't be racist and don't act like a piece of shit and
I
people know that you're not racist.
Yeah, I know. It's
It-
and if you're white, I mean,
like me and Philip, we've been called Nazis, Klan members. I've been called the Grand Dragon. I've been called
I
a
bet.
warmonger. Philip's had death threats. People threatening to throw his kid in the wood chippers.
and there ain't no shit.
Yeah, it's real life. We get this shit
Every day,
happens.
man.
So I've been called a sexist, a homophobe, a transphobe, a fucking any name you can think of. I've been called.
I had this message the other day, and it's funny as hell. Dude ended up blocking where I couldn't send him a message, but I don't know if I can say this. The what he called me,
What did he call you?
a faggot,
Oh, he called you a fagmo.
and he was going on that, but he was going to come to my house and kill me because I said something racist. And I said, okay. I just put LOL, okay, dude. And he kept on, and I was like, I can't remember what all I said, but it was pissing him off even more. Because he's like, sleep tight tonight. I said, I will. And
my sequel
he
works
said,
wonders, buddy.
He said, you sucking dick like a faggot proud boy. And I was like, maybe I'll take that screenshot to your employer, see if you get fired.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he was like, I'm unemployed. Next thing I went to respond to where he worked at, and he blocked me. I couldn't respond back. Yeah. And I was going to tell him I was going to sleep. I was wanting to do it the next day and say I slept pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah. Slept like a baby after I sent that email to your employer.
He lives in Lexington. So it was a comment I did on LX18. And he went to UK college. I looked him up. I don't know. He may not. I don't know if he actually has a job or not. But he went to UK college, and I thought about doing their fucking
he probably
little things.
After you
try to find and
you show him that shit works both ways, they kind of change a different tune.
Yeah, I know. I took a screenshot of it.
This whole cancel culture in America. Like Philip and I were talking before we even started about the Friends reunion was last night. And the internet's all abuzz, and the bloggers and the podcast people and the show critics and talk show hosts, everybody's abuzz because Friends doesn't show racial diversity. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It's a show, like, that's the whitest show in the world, in my opinion. But it's fucking funny. And people get butthurt because they say it's racist, racial undertones, and homophobic and transphobic, and you know what? They're jokes. They're jokes. I don't understand. People. Comedians now scared to make jokes. Shows scared to make jokes. Movies scared to make jokes because you piss the wrong people off and they cancel you out. They ruin you.
Yeah, I know.
And I will not ever apologize for believing the way I believe. I have.
Yeah, I ain't even if I'm wrong, I ain't gonna apologize.
I have plenty of friends on both sides of the racial lines, and they know I'm not a racist.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't have to prove it to them. They just know I'm not a racist.
I used to try to prove I wasn't. I got tired of that. I disagree with them.
Yeah, they just know I'm not a racist because I'm not a racist.
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
You go by what actions that people do. Somebody has a flag or somebody that's not racist.
No, that's
now. If I got a cross burned in your damn yard, yeah, you can say I'm racist.
Yeah, that's exactly the point I always make. Like, as you all can see, if you watch our show, we love the Confederate flag. I do. I got several.
My ancestors fought in Civil War. My ancestors fought on both sides of the war.
Yeah, I got several flags at home. We keep one here in the studio, front and center.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with me hating black people.
No.
Not one bit.
I actually know black people that has a Confederate flag.
Yeah. It's a state of mind. It's proud of being from the South. It's proud of your heritage. Like Philip said, lots of people have ancestors that fought for the South.
That's my main thing, just heritage of your. And I can guarantee none of my ancestors, they was too damn poor to own any slaves. They probably didn't even know what a slave was. They grew up in the head of Pike County.
Mine was probably close to slaves than damn self, probably indentured servants and all kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like, they wasn't worried about the slave trade.
No, that was not.
It had everything to do with the same things I stand for now. Not letting
it came down
somebody come in and force me into a way of life that I'm not about.
Because they literally come into Pike County, and the union did, and they told them, they said, join the union or die. A lot of people joined the union because they didn't want to die, and some, said, okay, when I was doing some of the ancestry of some of my family members, like some of them was like, look, I don't really care about this war. Yeah. I got to pick a side, and some went to either side. Some was forced to go to the Union. Some decided to join the Confederacy because they believed more about rights than that. Because at the time, the governor of Kentucky had promised that Kentucky would be neutral. But then he came into it and it wasn't neutral. It joined the actual union into it, and then it kind of pissed them off because they just want to stay in the middle because they had family that joined both sides, and they're like, I don't want to be drug in the middle of both my family. And that's why we voted for this governor. He wanted to keep it neutral, but the legislators kind of kicked him out and joined the union.
It's just, I don't know, people. Like, we say all the time, you can't live your life afraid.
No.
Everybody nowadays walks around tiptoeing, scared to step on.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody's.
That's why I think
feelings.
you got to be at this point in time. The only way to actually get ahead is to be twice as controversial.
Yeah, I remember being in Walmart.
That's the reason why I'll make posts controversial as hell, just to show.
I remember being in Walmart one day with my niece. I was looking at a watch. Just out of habit, I was like, man, the watch was really expensive. And I was like, oh, man, that's Jewish. And my niece about had a fit. She's like, you can't say that.
Damn, I say, damn.
I said, what? She said, what you just said. I said, that's Jewish? She's like, shh. I was like, what? She's like, you can't say that out in public. I said, listen, 99% of the people that hear that and get offended don't have the balls to come over and tell me that it offends them.
Yeah, no.
And the 1% that do probably can't whoop me anyway, so I ain't worried about it.
That's why I get these people online. They tell me online, like, you got balls online. Yeah. I'm like, I'm literally tame online, motherfucker. When in real life. But yeah, now I run around. I got the Confederate flag, Proud Boys, and everything on the back of my truck. Yeah. Nobody says shit. And I live literally in probably one of the top 3 Democrat cities in Kentucky. I ain't going to mention which one it is I live in.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like shooting somebody if they show up my doorstep. But,
but
nobody says shit.
Yeah.
But online, they're like big and bad. And they tell me that I'm acting like I'm big and bad online. I'm like, I literally got to watch what I say online.
Yeah. And I literally, it goes, I roll around on the back of my truck. I have the 3%er logo on the back. Both side windows have 3%er stickers. We have a Confederate flag in the front window in the right corner. And a Trump license plate on the front. Nobody says shit to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Out and about. Online, though, they'll fucking go to all the hell. Yeah. But
I go around, say what I want. I wear my 3%er shirts, my hats, my patches I get from Patriot shit. Nobody comes up and calls me a racist to my face.
Hell no, I've had dirty looks. I walked in a store, Confederate flag on a shirt or a Proud Boys hat. I've gotten dirty looks, and they kind of they walk away. They don't say shit.
Yeah,
they ain't going to.
Like I rocked my Proud Boys patch on my toboggan all winter. Nobody says nothing.
Now make sure I got something. If I go to Walmart or something, I put it on, and I'll get like dirty looks. Like even with the Trump hat, I got dirty looks. Yeah, but nobody would actually come up and say it. And they just like look at you with the buggy, and then
whenever I see people with Trump stuff on, I'm always go up to them. I'm like, yeah, brother, right on.
You know, I even see people like buying stuff, and I don't even think nothing about it. I don't even like give them a look. I'm like, they support who they want.
When I
Bernie Sanders, the worst fucking guy running, but I don't care that you got it on. I'm like, support them. You like them. Good for you. You shouldn't be scared to do it.
People wearing Biden stuff, I always am like, that's why gas is so high.
Yeah, I know what. Yeah, I know what. Everything's fucking high. And hear about the thing about the white people. I tell you, you ever watch the 502 live streamers, and they call themselves the 502 live streamers that streams all the protests in Louisville?
No,
there's a bunch of them.
Talking about.
There's one named, I think, Matthew Ballard. He's a white dude, and he's part of the little protest little shit. And I actually felt bad for this little dude for a minute. He's white, and then there was this other black woman in this group or something, and she said like the protesters shouldn't be worried about no damn memorial. I'm talking about the Breonna Taylor. What's the word I'm looking for? Not memorial, but mural. Little thing they was
mural.
Moving it, and like everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Don't worry about a mural. We need to be out there fighting." She was like saying, you know, they was wanting to really fight.
Yeah.
And Matthew Ballard's like, well, people are concerned about it. Like, we just protest different. And everybody was like ready to eat this motherfucker because he said that. And they was like saying, you can't tell him, but you're a white man. You're showing your white privilege. You're talking to a black queen like that. And I was like
he's there supporting
and he apologized. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I like stepped out of bounds. A white man should never talk to a black person, especially a black woman, that way. So I commented. And I felt bad for the dude. I commented. I was like, don't fucking apologize, pussy. Then they started calling, and he called me a white supremacist. He like removed his thing, kept apologizing, and said, "You're the reason why." I'm like, "Well, fuck you. I don't feel sorry." Oh, they fucking eat you, motherfucker.
To you now. Then I really watched.
You gotta apologize.
It was a black cop in Minneapolis, and he was talking about the protesters, and he said, we be in the police lines, and he said, I would try to have conversations with the protesters. He said, I would want to find someone that was black to understand, like, hey, help me understand, your all's point of view here.
Yeah.
And he said, I would get a conversation going. He said, and lo and behold, here comes a white person. Don't talk to that pig. Fuck the police and stuff. And he's like, I always found it was odd that it was a white person telling the black people not to talk to the police.
Hell no.
When they're protesting over racial injustice. He just didn't understand, like, okay, what's going on? Like, why is that happening like this? Like the Black Lives Matter leader that is in trouble over her real estate portfolio, she just stepped down.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Because she has like 3 homes, one in Atlanta, one in Miami-Dade, and another, like a ranch in Georgia somewhere, like all of her property is worth like almost $5 million, but she's supposed to only make, as her position in BLM, $125,000 or something.
Yeah, no, and that's still like way too high. You're supposed to be out there fighting.
Just think what that $125,000 like.
Do to a black neighborhood, poor black neighborhood.
Now look, when the Breonna Taylor stuff happened, there was that group that came to Louisville, and I can't remember.
Kill Freedom.
Yeah, they actually were very different than BLM. They put on school supply drives for the kids in Louisville. They brought job counselors with them to try to help people, give them like better interviewing skills, how to write resumes, like to try to help people get jobs, help them like even look for jobs, job placement.
Yeah.
They tried to raise money for like the summer programs for the kids and like improve the parks and stuff. Like they came and were actually trying to help.
Yeah.
Whereas BLM just comes in and asks for money because that's the hot center at that moment.
Yeah, no.
Hey, we can go over here where this is a hot button and make a couple $100,000 real fast, and then we're out.
Yeah, no, that's how they do too.
Yeah.
They don't get 2 shits about black communities.
Not one bit.
That's why all the black communities that's poor is Democrat-run cities. But nobody wants to talk about the poor white communities. Like, I can take you to places in Kentucky right now that's all white. That's poorer than any black community in Kentucky.
Yep, exactly. But that just gets ignored.
Yeah, I know.
Because
nobody can say anything. If you're a Klan member, if you was up and say, okay, I need to take care of this white community.
Yeah. That's what I tell my wife all the time. There would be those commercials come on, help this starving children over here, over there. I'm like, man, there's people in eastern Kentucky that live worse than that.
Yeah, I know.
And they don't, you don't see them on TV collecting money for them.
Yeah, I know. You go to parts of eastern Kentucky and people are fucking poor.
Yeah, super poor. And then,
but they don't complain about it either.
No, they just make the best of their situation.
They just do what's best. They don't go in there and blame everybody.
No.
Whereas you go up in Louisville and everybody's like, it's because we're black. I'm like, motherfucker,
y'all
living better than a lot of white people that I know.
Well, and in this country, man, it's open season, what I call it. Like, it's socially accepted to hate
white people. Yeah, I know.
In my eyes, it is.
It definitely is, and it's going to get worse. That's what scares me. That's why I want to say something. That's why I want to do something, because my kid, she's not even 13 years old yet. By the time, just in the past 5 years, the hate against white people has grown
immensely.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I get that people don't want to say nothing because you can lose your job if you say, okay, I want to take up for white people. You can lose your job over that shit.
Yeah.
You can get attacked, probably even murdered.
Yeah. Your homes and vehicles vandalized.
But I don't want to push that down to my kid or my grandkids, because imagine how much in 10, 15 years, because it ain't going to get better. I mean, a lot of people, it's like high on hopium, hoping. I used to do that. I used to think, okay, this shit'll die down. Yeah. No, it's going to get worse if people don't say something.
Yeah.
We need to be marching in streets with signs, because everything's about public opinion.
Yeah.
And right now you have the left. And that's controlling everything with public opinion, because that's all you see. And that's why the people on the right, especially white people, need to be doing that. Don't care if they call you a Klan member.
Yeah, but that's what everybody's scared of. That blows my mind. Like
I'm not scared to be called a Klan member, Nazi, whatever. I'm more scared of my kid going to college, getting kicked out of college because she won't apologize for being white.
Yeah.
Or I can imagine how it's going to be for my grandkid if it don't change.
Yeah. Awful.
I mean, hell, you probably have concentration camps by that point for white people. Because wait till we're not the majority anymore. Because right now, white people are the majority. And see how it is. Imagine when we're the minority. Yeah. And they're shipping in immigrants left and right. Eventually, we are going to be the minority. And
yeah. Like, dude, listen,
we ain't going to have a hope in the world.
I read an article the other day about George Soros. Last year, this company, George Soros, is affiliated with, had a lot of money in it. The company bought 30% of all the foreclosed homes in the United States. Every home that got foreclosed on by banks in the United States, this company bought 30% of all those homes. And people were like, what is they going to do with it? You know, like what's George Soros on all these homes for? And now this is just my opinion, my train of thought. Like, I didn't read this anywhere, but my head tells me all these illegal immigrants got to go live somewhere once they're made legal by the Biden administration.
Yeah, no, he's going to legalize them.
Yeah, that's why they started rushing to the border as soon as he was inaugurated.
Yeah, I know.
Because he made it very well known that he wants illegal immigrants to be
because they all vote Democrat.
Yeah, because that right there sways the Democratic vote heavy in their favor when you add in how many hundreds of thousands of people in the area.
Yeah, I know.
That's very easy to change it from red to blue.
Yeah, I know, because that's what happened in California.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest mistakes Ron Reagan made. He did a amnesty bill and legalized a bunch. California used to be solidly red, easily red. Now there's no chance in hell for a Republican getting elected in California.
No. And that's just
and that's what's going to happen to the whole country if we don't watch out.
Yeah. The far too long, the Republicans and the conservatives and stuff, we've been like you said, things will get better.
It ain't going to get better until we do something.
And just, stand back and let things happen. And when I realized it wasn't going to unless people got involved was when me and you linked up and started going to the rallies and stuff, because I thought, man, somebody's got to try.
Yeah,
at least. Like I said, like I told you that day, the guy, I won't mention his name, but he was like all about it on Facebook.
Oh yeah, a lot of
people. I told him, I said, well, look, me and my buddy Philip, we're going to march with the Angry Viking. We're going to go square off against Antifa, BLM, and the NFAC. He's coming. We're going. I can't go, man. I know how my mouth is, and I'll go down there, and I'll get in trouble, and I'll wind up locked up, and Dad talked all this tough game. Well, afterwards, a couple days after we went to Louisville and did all that, he was making a post on Facebook of somebody's got to do something.
Yeah,
We got to get out in these streets, and somebody's got to have a voice. I said, man, I literally asked you 2 days ago to come with me and do what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
But you told me no. Well, I had to work. I'm like, that's not what you were screaming.
Yeah, and I know many people
before.
like that.
You was all tough, ready to do it, but
I remember a lot of people.
boils down to it, you just don't got it in you to go.
That's what it is. Because I remember it was like 4 years ago when Black Lives Matter and Antifa first rose up. It was pretty much just contained in
big city.
It was Portland, mainly in Portland.
Yeah.
Portland's shithole right now.
Yeah, dude.
And I remember I was
autonomous zone, and
I was friends with this girl that lived in Portland, and she made a post. I remember her doing it, and it said, "We need help from the rest of the country up here in Portland. If y'all think it's not going to leak out of Portland, y'all are crazier than hell. If y'all can stop it here in Portland, it won't spread.
yeah.
We need people here."
Yeah.
And because they would go out there and try, and sometimes Proud Boys would show up, and she was like posting like, people need to come, and I talked to people, and they was like, that'll never happen here. Let it come to my state. Let it come here.
Yeah,
well, okay, it blowed the fuck up here in Kentucky.
Yeah. Came
when
hot button.
His major with Breonna Taylor, and I'm
Ground
like,
zero.
so I'm like, all right, with people, I'm like, all right, it's in Kentucky.
Yeah. Well,
They're like,
when
well,
it comes to my town.
Well, let it come to my town. I'm like, okay, what the fuck you want? You can't keep changing your damn red line in the sand, man.
Yeah.
What you gonna be? Wait till it comes. A lot of people's now. Wait till it comes to my door. I'm like, motherfucker, comes to your door, it's too fucking late.
Yeah. Well,
where you gonna be, under your bed?
Wait till they crawl in bed with me.
Yeah, I know. That's what it'd be.
And that's what I kept saying.
I don't want it to come to my door.
Hell no, I don't.
Because I got a kid, a wife, and I don't want. I'd rather go out here and fight it somewhere else and keep it from coming to my door. And that's what kills me. And people say, "Wait till it comes to my door." Once it comes to your door, it's too fucking late.
It's a wrap.
It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care how many guns you got or how badass you are. If you got 1,000 Black Lives Matter and Antifa out there banging on your door, it's over, dude. You might take a couple out.
Yeah,
but you're done if they decide to take you out.
That's just like the couple there that went out and he brought his AR and she had her pistol.
He's running for Congress or the Senate.
Yeah, he's running for a Senate seat, but yeah, they might have took one or two out.
Yeah, I know,
but if that crowd had turned on them, it's a wrap. They're dead.
Yeah, and one or two would have died.
And what they don't show you, everybody shows the picture. They say, "Oh well, it was a peaceful protest going through there." Well, they tore down. They tore down the damn gate, an iron steel gate.
Yeah, I know,
with no trespassing on it to go through this neighborhood. And what they don't show you, every picture is edited because I've actually seen the pictures with my own eyes where the protesters standing there behind the cameraman are holding AR-15s.
Yeah, I know.
But they don't show you that. They're like, oh, well, they just came out on a peaceful crowd and pointed guns at them. No, these motherfuckers saw people marching through their private neighborhood where crowds aren't supposed to be marching through and packing weapons.
Yeah, I know.
And the crowds, it wasn't like, oh, we've had several peaceful days of protesting. It's been really peaceful and this and that. No, they literally have been burning the city to the ground for days and days leading up to this.
Yeah, I know.
So you expect them just because right at that second they're not burning a building down, but they're thinking, man, in the back of my head,
you don't know what's going on.
They burned
I've
down.
seen this shit. I'd probably start shooting in the air. I mean, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the night that Kyle Rittenhouse blasted those people.
Yeah, I know.
Me and my wife were watching live feed of Kenosha.
I didn't see it until the next day.
We were watching America's favorite freight broker.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, he's got a whole big shit now.
Yeah, that switches between all feeds. But he was showing all kinds of stuff, and we literally watched them trying to catch the federal courthouse on fire, trying to bust the windows out, and I told my wife, I said, well, we're going to wake up in the morning. I won't be surprised if somebody's dead. And sure enough, wake up in the morning, Kyle Rittenhouse done killed 2 people, and then you watch the video and you're like, well, that's why he blasted 2 people.
Hell no, if you look at all the videos, his attorneys put out these videos, and it shows every little thing. It shows that dude chasing him.
You could see where the gunshot
and somebody
went off
shot somebody behind
he's
him,
running.
and he's cornered. I mean, what in the hell you supposed to do? You got this motherfucker that chasing you, and you're trying to get away from him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he squared off with them and was like,
he was literally trying to run from him, and then he got cornered, and then reaching for his gun.
Yeah.
I probably never made it that far.
Head with a skateboard.
Yeah, no, that's when he's running because he's trying to go to the cops. Because after you popped that one dude that's trying to take his gun from him, so he shot him. Yeah. He takes off running. They come up behind him, got him on the ground. So, yeah, he's going to shoot that motherfucker.
I would have. Any person in their right mind that's got an AR in their hand would have shot them dudes.
Yeah, I know. And it's like in Louisville on Derby Day. I don't know if you've seen in the news how they was talking about how that old man pulled out that little bitty pistol.
Yeah.
On
you sent me
Black Lives Matter, too. But if you look on the live videos, you can watch Jason Downey stand there at part of the protesters. He's standing there with a damn AR or whatever it is, and he's pointing at some bitch too, yelling at that guy. And that dude's standing there with a little pistol. Yeah. And they just come to where they're sitting there eating their damn dinner.
Yeah.
Then come through.
And tell me, how many videos have you seen like that where people are just sitting outside eating their dinner and mobs of people just come up and start smashing all the stuff on the table, throwing chairs and like, fuck that, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sitting there
I'm not putting up with it.
And somebody comes up and grabs my plate.
Yeah, they're going to wear that shit. I might get my ass whooped. I might get beat.
My ass whooped, but
I might go to prison, but somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
The first person in line.
Yeah. I'm going to be like, I paid $21.99 for that fucking lobster. You just threw it on the damn floor.
Somebody fucking get... That first person gonna get a lick.
You know, you take that lobster out of your ass.
Yeah, no, they might get you in a rush.
Yeah.
It's like the Tombstone movie.
Yeah, when, you might get me in a rush, but not before I scatter your brains all over the street.
Yeah, no.
But this country, man, I don't know. It's a sad.
It's like I had 3 different people post on, because I made that post on Kentucky and Dale's things, stop white hate. That's all it was. And I had this one dude. I had 3 different people tell me they would want to debate me. So I told them, okay, this one dude, he was actually funny. He was the only liberal that troll that I actually like, because he actually come up with a bunch of funny stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll debate you. I said, okay. I said, it's actual debate, and I'll actually be serious, and we'll actually debate on something.
Yeah, we'll agree to be civil and actually
actual serious debate. And he was like, all right, my rate's $500. So I'm like, dude, I actually responded to it. I said, dude, if I wanted to pay $500 to spank somebody's ass, I'd go out and get a hot prostitute.
That's good.
Then this other dude, it was a dude from Louisville, one of the protesters up there, a white dude. He was like, have me on your show so I can, I can't remember the word he used, but make a fool of me, pretty much. Yeah. And I was like, okay. I said, the topic could be, because he was talking about the flag. And I said, okay, the topic could be, what's the Civil War over slavery? He deleted his comment. I swear to God he did after I put that. Then another dude, this other guy, he was like, kept commenting. Then another person commented and said, I think his name was Steve or something. He's like, bring Steve on your show. Bring him as a guest. I said, okay. I said, and I tagged that guy Steve. I was like, because he was just doing like a lot of copying and pasting and posting stuff. I said, okay. Let me know and we'll bring it on, and it'll be an actual
on the show.
The debate on the show, and we'll be completely civil. He's like, I don't debate racist. I'm like, so that's 3 people that want to debate until I said okay. Yeah. And then they backed the fuck out. And I can't get to that dude from Louisville. He just deleted his whole comment.
The people, dude, like we say, everybody's got major cojones till it boils down. And that's on both sides.
Yeah, I know.
How often we having to deal with that? People on our side.
Yeah, I know.
With our points of views, but don't got the balls to
stand
up for what they believe in.
That's this other meme I had posted. It's like a drawing, and it shows people on a carousel going around in circles.
Yeah.
And at the top of the umbrella over the carousel, it says fake conservatives. Then over here it shows a bus, and it says a revolution.
Yeah.
And it says departs when full, and it has like 3 people on it.
Yeah.
But the carousel's like full of people.
Yeah.
Then at the top of it says far right on that bus, and it says departs when full, like it's going to go forward. Then it has the caption of one of the people yelling from that carousel that's plumb full. It says, "Hell no, we won't." I can't remember exactly what it says, but it says, "We won't join you. We're actually going somewhere."
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're going in circles, motherfucker.
Yeah. Round and round.
Now you gonna
where it stops, nobody knows.
you get on the bus and go forward, and
which next little social injustice stop are you gonna make?
yeah, I know.
Yes, but in my eyes, man, groups like Black Lives Matter and stuff, they just profit off tragedy.
That's all they do, and
Yeah,
that's all they care
wait
about.
for the next black person to be killed so they can make some money.
I guarantee they sit there looking at them.
Just scouring the newspapers because, oh look, this here
Black guy got killed.
This black guy got killed by a cop in such and such, but he was high on crack and had a gun and a knife to a girl's throat. Who cares?
No.
A white cop shot him.
It's like
That's all they care about.
There's a lot of people, especially a lot of the people in Louisville. They was like coming at me about when I was talking about Breonna Taylor, and they was saying, I don't know, call me racist and all this stuff. So I went back to a post I made when I first heard about Breonna Taylor. I made a Facebook post when I read the article, and it was way before any protest. It was before George Floyd, and I had shared the article from the Courier Journal. Because it just said they kicked down the door, they was at the wrong house and killed somebody. So I shared that. And I said, people ought to be protesting this, and they should be protesting it with guns.
Yeah.
But then I found out later, the whole article was bullshit.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't at the wrong house.
Yeah.
They really had a warrant for her house because they just wanted to search her house for evidence of trafficking through her apartment and all this.
They said that they had witnessed packages being dropped off at her house several times. A rental car that was rented in her name, a body was found in it.
Yeah, I know. That was like years ago. And I actually shared the video of the news article when that happened. But I remember I was arguing with like 2 or 3 people.
They're like, well, she was a paramedic. And like she
got fired from
the
that
paramedics department before any of that happened.
But I was arguing with this dude who was calling me a racist and stuff. And I went back and I found that post and I screenshotted it. And I shared it, and I had circled the date. And I said, okay, you're saying all this about me. All right, show me a screenshot of a post you made and show me the date on it. I said, I can guarantee you I said something about Breonna Taylor way before you did. I said, the only difference is before either one of us decided to change our minds, we both found something different out. I said, I found out that the whole article was bullshit. I said, you found out after George Floyd incident that you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
I said, that's the difference. I said, I actually spoke out before you did. I said, show me a Facebook page. I said, here's mine with a date on it. Show me one that you made with a date before that. And he was like, oh, you're just racist. I'm like, well, just show me the post, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally spoke out before you did.
Yeah. Like, I literally have a fact
yeah, I know.
here that backs up what I'm saying, and he called you a name.
Yeah, I know. Because he couldn't show that. He spoke out about it. The only reason why he decided to start speaking out because he found out you can do whatever the hell you want after the George Floyd incident.
Yeah.
That's the only time that they started writing. It was after George Floyd. Breonna Taylor died back in March.
Yeah, before George Floyd.
Yeah, but they didn't start doing anything until after George Floyd, after they seen the riots and stuff, and they found out like, whoa, wait, man, didn't we have a black girl get killed here?
Yeah.
Like, let's look. Wait, what? Who was that?
Man, when we went down there and marched in Louisville with the area we marched through, it looked like a damn ghost town.
Yeah, they had everything boarded up.
All the businesses were boarded up. Everything was closed. Like,
I got pictures I took of just the boards on all stores.
That's really helps improve your community.
I know.
When your protest cause businesses to lose money and go out of business and close and all the damage you cause, man, you're really making a change, aren't you?
Yeah, I know.
By destroying everything.
And I even made a post about this, about up Louisville, I'd show 2 different news articles. One was, let's see how it was. It was talking about, the Black Lives Matter had pretty much made businesses close down. They was all white businesses. Then I put that side by side of how businesses are having to close. Then beside it, I put how black businesses are ravaging in Louisville now. And they had LX18 news article saying a lot of black businesses are opening now in Louisville. And I'm like, okay, you literally had a group of people that made a bunch of white business owners have to shut down. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of black business owners start. I'm like, could you imagine if the Klan had marched and caused black businesses to shut down? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of white businesses start flourishing. That'd been horrible.
Yeah, I read an article how they almost pretty much like stiff arm extorted Hispanic business.
Yeah, they did.
owners.
That one
Threatened
because he made a
to
post.
destroy their businesses.
They did
if they didn't donate to Black Lives Matter,
and it was literally
agree to only hire blacks.
Yeah, I know, and it was literally extortion later. They
like we're
give
going to
everybody
destroy your business and put you out of business unless you agree to these terms.
Yeah, I know.
That's mafia tactics.
Exactly. That's what that one Latino guy, I forget, I think he's from Cuba or something, and he actually had a rally at his business. And Black Lives Matter come by his and destroyed his business. They come by and broke shit because he had done a rally. He was like, look, I'm not, he said, here's the letter they gave me that I've got to post on my door saying that I agree to this and that I will hire so many black people. I will donate so much money to black organizations like Black Lives Matter and do all kinds of things. He said, this is mafia tactics. He said, I'm not doing it. Then after he did that little rally, they did a march and went, and I watched it on the live stream. They marched by and they stopped in front of his restaurant and just destroyed it. Yeah. I'm like,
because he refused.
Could you imagine if the Klan had done that?
Yeah, any white group.
Yeah,
not even the Klan. Just any group just walked by and threatened to do that, and then actually follow through with it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it'd be all over the news.
You would look. That's the man. It goes right back to like. Listen to this. When Bubba Wallace was in NASCAR last year,
yeah, I know how you got
when he said that he found a noose hanging in his garage. Dude, the NASCAR went out of its way to pander to him.
Yeah, I know.
They did a thing. Every driver in NASCAR came forward and stood with him and took knee during the anthem.
Yeah, I
at
know.
the beginning, standing in solidarity.
I couldn't believe NASCAR did that shit.
Standing in solidarity.
Banned the Confederate flag.
Banned the Confederate flag at their things, only to boil down and find out that that's not even what happened. That every garage door on
it was a garage door for it was like this big and to fit your hand in the close it.
Had it pull the garage doors down.
Yeah,
I mean, they had like 50 FBI agents show up.
Yeah, I know, and they finally come out
investigating it, and it's
fucking insane.
It's been there for years, they said.
Yeah, I know, and it was literally like this big enough for your hand to get in to pull it down.
Every garage in the whole
yeah, I know.
thing where they work.
But he was like, "There's a noose in my," and they literally got the FBI. It was all this.
They talk about like 50 FBI, 35 to 50 FBI agents came and were investigating on how that we don't know how they got it there with all the cameras and stuff. They're like, well, they've got probably because it's been hanging there for cameras.
They've been there for like 5 years.
Yeah, like. But that's the whole cancel culture.
And I couldn't even believe that NASCAR had failed to that and banned the Confederate flag. And I'm like, do y'all even know who your fucking fan base is?
They did what politicians do.
Hell
they
no.
tried to pander to people that don't give two fucks about them.
Yeah, no, I can guarantee you the left is not going down south to a fucking NASCAR race going, woohoo!
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, they all ain't standing in line to buy tickets to Daytona.
Yeah, I know it.
That's what like Damon Thayer. That always pops in my mind
yeah,
when I
can't get over that dude's face.
His face.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, man, you're afraid to take a picture with me, and I'm your constituent. I'm the one that is going to vote for you. You're scared to take a picture with me because you're afraid of offending somebody that's not going to vote for you in a million years.
Yeah, no, the left will never vote Republican. I don't care what you do. they will never vote Republican because they done got them brainwashed. They want communism. The only
Socialism.
way to get the left vote is to be a communist. So quit
It just
throwing your own voters under the bus.
Yeah, that's what they do. They alienate them,
and that's going to have to change. I mean, because that's what terrifies me about the future. It ain't me I'm worried about. I mean,
like politicians, when somebody does something wrong, they jump to apologize, like Upchurch. Like you didn't do it. People need to stop apologizing for stuff they didn't do.
Yeah, I know.
I piss somebody off. I don't even apologize, even when I know I pissed them off. Like,
yeah, I know. I ain't gonna apologize. I did it.
Yeah, I meant to piss you off.
And that's why you're gonna have to piss people off. That's how you get attention.
Yeah, for real. Their left is so successful. This momentum they built.
That's because they go out there and do shit.
Is because they go actually put boots on the ground.
And they don't care.
And they fight for what they want.
So they got all these corporations. They've got all these, like, okay.
I mean,
because they're going by public opinion.
They took Uncle Ben off the Uncle Ben's box.
Yeah, I know.
They took Aunt Jemima off the box. Off the syrup, too. And then they even took the police dog off Paw Patrols. Because he's a police. They took the police show Live PD and Cops off the air.
Took it out there.
All this hoopla over the Friends reunion. Like, it's never going to end. You're never going to make them happy, so stop trying to make them happy.
Yeah,
just do what you do, and the people that like it will support you. The people that don't like it, they don't have to watch your show. They don't have to listen to your song. They don't have to vote for you.
The people trying to cancel you, they ain't never going to like you, so don't apologize to them.
Yeah,
the only way you're going to do it, win this culture war, is actually fight back.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we talk about when people were like, when I started this new job, and I told dude that we did the podcast, guy we work with.
Yeah.
He said, man, lots of people actually will say, like, somebody needs to do something. He's like, but very rarely does anybody actually do something. He said, y'all are actually trying to do something.
I mean, people can laugh and say we're stupid or whatever, but at least fuck you, man.
That's what I think.
Fuck you doing?
Hey, this is my First Amendment right to free speech. I can get on here and talk all the shit I want to and piss off whoever I want to.
Yeah, I know. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be a hell of a lot better.
And, yeah, like we keep telling everybody that watches, we're still learning, but y'all are growing with us. Our following's growing as we're growing, learning how to do this and our topics, and it ain't perfect.
Yeah, and I make a post, I get banned fucking quick.
Yeah.
That's why I say fucking we go live. It's hard to fucking.
I am banned on Facebook. I am banned on Instagram. I am banned on Twitter.
And I never thought in America you'd ever see that. 10 years ago. That's what worries me about my kid. I'm like, all right, we've let this shit get this far. I'm like, all right, we're older. It probably ain't right. It's going to get shit that's going to piss us off. But it can't really. But what's it going to be to our kids?
Yeah.
What we need to actually say something.
Yeah, I've seen videos.
I don't want my kid to have to fight this battle.
Lines of black people making white people kiss their feet.
Yeah, I know.
Like, no.
I don't want my kid after I'm dead and gone. I don't want my kid or my grandkid, because it's hard to tell by that point. Because just seeing the past 5 to 10 years, 5 years, how far this white hate has come.
Yeah.
And I can imagine what it's going to be for my grandkids. And eventually somebody's going to have to fight. And I don't want my grandkid or my kid have to do that.
I'd much rather me have
I'd rather do it. I'd rather risk losing my job. I'd rather risk death threats. I'd rather risk all this, being called a Klan member. I'd risk that than versus what it could be for my kid. Mm-hmm. Not to be okay, suppose she gets into a good college. Is she going to have to apologize for being white to do that?
Yeah.
Or is going to see a post that her daddy made? Is it going to kick her out of a college?
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Like, I'd rather say something now, risk all the shit, versus my kid having to do it. No. Because our ancestors didn't give a fuck. They fought. So we wouldn't have to, and now we're freaking making them look like shit.
Yeah, they're rolling.
I
over in their
guarantee
graves.
ancestors rolling like, God damn, we loaded the guns way long time ago, and y'all can't even go hold a fucking sign.
Yeah, man. Me and you have been saying it that it's going to take more than signs. I think.
Well, it is.
It's going to take like some real action, but it's also like the dude I watch on YouTube, Black Scout Survival, says like you can't just load up a gun and go out in the street and then do something stupid.
Well, no,
you know
yeah.
then you're in prison and you're out of the fight.
Yeah, I'll even tell people like we need to go do something, and I'm not even talking about nothing illegal. And people, Republicans will say, "Oh, we can't do that." I'm like, it's not even illegal.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're telling me I shouldn't exercise my rights I have as an American because you're worried about pissing off people that aren't going to vote for you.
Yeah, I know. And it kills me. And you'll see people on the right saying, oh, if it came to a civil war, the right would win. I've come to a point saying, nah, if it came to a civil war right now, the way we are, the left would destroy us. Because we're in a war right now. It's a culture war.
Yeah.
And we're not fighting.
No.
We can't even win the culture war because we're afraid. There's no bullets flying. No nothing. All you got to do is have balls to say something.
Yeah.
And well, you'll have somebody saying, "Oh, I will." Yeah, okay, I know some people will, but not enough.
Yeah.
And
if we
could win a battle, yeah.
If we could get 1,000 people that feel like us together in one spot, we could make some noise.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing is, the 1,000 people that feel like us, they're spread out, few and far between.
Yeah, I know. You can never get the numbers to stand up and fight.
No.
That's why I believe.
Because, like you said, everybody on the right now still has that mentality. Oh, it'll get better.
Yeah.
Things will change. They'll go back to normal. No, things are not going to go back to normal.
No, it's only going to get worse.
It's just going to keep getting worse because you keep holding on to that opinion. Things are going to get better.
Yeah, I know. They high on hopium.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to start using that.
I heard that the other day, and I thought it was cool. And that's what it ain't.
Yeah, it's really not going to.
It's hell. Like, we're in a war now, and nobody wants to. Not enough people. People say, oh, yeah, I'll say something. Yeah, okay, I know you will. But the point is, not enough people will. And that's why if it comes to a civil war today, people ain't even going to come out and say shit with words. When the bullet starts flanging, people's really going to be scared. Yeah. If you're afraid to be called a racist, if you can't get enough people to gather up and say, okay, white people deserve rights too. If you can't get enough people to stand up against that when the bullet starts flying, nah. That's why we're going to have to change that.
Yeah. Look, let's do this. If you listen or watch this show, if you listen to us or watch us here on Facebook or watch our videos on YouTube, message us through Facebook, or you can email us at KentuckyInfidels@yahoo.com, and let's try to get some people like-minded together and have a rally or a march.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready to go up here at the Capitol if it's just me and you.
Yeah,
and go up there, and I'm ready to make a poster board. And you go downtown Capitol, it's not the best neighborhood.
Yeah,
and I'm ready to go up there, just me and you, with a damn poster board saying white rights matter.
Yeah.
And we ain't got to put down black people. We ain't got to put down Mexicans. We ain't got to put down any minority like they do. I'm just saying we need to say, okay, white people deserve that right too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm ready to do that.
And now and if you say that, it's, well, you're racist, you're a Nazi,
I don't even care.
I don't care no more, man. It's just, I spend too much energy convincing people I'm not, that aren't ever going to believe me anyway.
Yeah, no, I spent 4 years when people call me a racist, and I would literally type 5 paragraphs explaining why I'm not racist, but they don't care. So I got to the point, I just literally respond with so or and. I'm like, what's your point?
Yeah.
Then they shut up because they don't know what to say because they literally want to argue. You're not going to change their mind. They don't care if you're racist or not. They just want to say you are. Because they'll come, oh, it's a straw man argument. Oh, this is, you're a Nazi. I'm like, I'm literally giving you facts, dude.
Yeah.
And you're just going to come back with some dumb shit. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to respond with so and Do you have a point? What does it matter? And then they shut up.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago you can't talk about, if you talk about politics, if you get offended by being called a name, then you shouldn't be talking about politics.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got a point, man.
You're gonna get called names. Get that.
I'll say racist shit now just to piss you off.
Yeah, just to make somebody mad. That's why we do this show, man. Hopefully somebody listens and catches on, and people will agree. You know what I'm saying? Like I 100%. I told my wife. I said we'll do this show every Saturday for as long as it takes, because I know there's people out there that feel the same way as us, that think the same way as us. They just right now they don't have it in them to say it out loud. Or they can't.
Yeah,
like you said, in fear of losing the job or being vandalized or attacked. Well, you know what? Well, I'll take the heat. Call me whatever name you want. Try to attack me if you see me and you think you got it in you.
Yeah, no, I literally even cussed a Klan member out one time because I was friends with this black guy on Facebook, but he got banned. But he's in Alabama, and there's a lot of news articles about him. And he goes out protecting this Confederate monument statue.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Daniel Sims is his name. And he'll go out with a Confederate flag and stuff and fighting to keep that Confederate monument there. He posted a screenshot of a message he got. And I realized I was friends in one of my fake accounts with that same guy. Mm-hmm. And I knew he was a Klan member. And I forget where he's from. But he's like off in the head, he's like real stupid. He sent me a friend request, I accepted him. He's like weird.
Yeah.
And he had sent that guy Daniel a message and calling him the N-word and stuff, and said, "Don't be with that Confederate flag." Yeah. And he had posted it, and so I looked at the name. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm friends on one of my fake accounts with this guy. So I went and I messaged him, that guy, and I was like, "Look, motherfucker," I was like, "that dude that you're calling racist names," I'm like, he's literally out there in the streets defending that Confederate flag. Yeah. I'm like, where the fuck are, and I literally said, I said, where the fuck are you and your Klan buddies at? I said, I don't see y'all nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you literally got these statues coming down left and right, and y'all too fucking pussy to come out, and you're going to talk to this man that's literally out there putting his life on the line by himself? To
stand up for what
and now like, you're too scared? I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally did it. But yet I'll get called a Klan member.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking ignorant.
I'm always like, I bet I'm the only Klan member that's running around bumping Kevin Gates and Yellow Beezy.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I'm like, I literally, when I was 18 years old, I was bumping Tupac.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm the only white nationalist Klan member running around bumping trap rap.
Hell no.
Come on, man. But like I said, man, if you listen or watch this show and you want to link up, then let's get us a movement. That's my whole dream of this show, is to start a movement.
Yeah, I know.
To get the viewers up and the likes and stuff, not because, I want to be social media famous or nothing. No, because I want people to see there's actually a fucking movement of people like us.
Yeah, I know.
That agree with what we think and is willing to take a stand. And that's how, nowadays, that's how you have to show. Like, if you're going to have a presence, you got to have that online presence as well as out in the streets, because they run a propaganda game like no other, the left does.
Yeah, I know.
Just look at what the tech giants do. They censor everybody, shut everybody down. They suppress stories, hide facts, all the mainstream media geared towards one narrative that the whole country is nothing but white supremacist. I bet I read 20 articles a day about
yeah, I know.
The biggest threat to this country is white supremacy.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, where is this white supremacy? Where is the Klan hoods?
Yeah,
I don't see them nowhere.
Hell,
they're too scared to come out.
One of the leaders of the white supremacists. And I'm like, what? But
fucking crazy.
like I said, email us, KentuckyInfidels@yahoo.com. Let us know what you think. If you disagree, let us know. We can possibly bring you on the show and have a real honest debate about stuff. You could try to let us see your point of view.
Yeah, next week I'm definitely bringing somebody on if I got to reach out. I know a couple people that will. Okay. I remember that one dude you told me. That's the reason why I didn't reach out to nobody this week.
Yeah, I got to still talk. And it was a good episode this week. I didn't even have to do notes for this episode because I knew I had all the ammo I needed in my noggin. But you all email us, KentuckyInfidels@yahoo.com. You can message through the Kentucky Infidels Facebook page. And you can go watch this episode and past episodes look up Kentucky Infidels on YouTube. And you can also hear the old episodes on Spotify.
It's on Spotify, Google Podcasts. There's 5 others, but I can't remember the name of them.
I mean, we're getting it out there everywhere.
Soon be on D Live as well.
So
I ain't really set it up to go on D Live.
Give us a like, subscribe to the YouTube page, follow us on Facebook, like the Facebook page. Help us out. If you think like we think, let's get this movement going because it needs a kick in the ass for real.
Exactly.
And like you see up in the corner, Patriot Shit Outfitters, American made. He's got everything you need. Go shop morale patches. Use the promo code StrawBoss1776. You'll get 10% off your morale patches. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Everybody, see you next Saturday.